gonna start the recording again. Welcome, and here we go, I guess. On screen, Okay, great, cool. That's a thing. That's a thing that happened. Zenith, you don't have to spend the monies, but I appreciate the monies you're spending. Thank you so much. Cheers. Cheers. Well, I know that you're all here actually to see me get demolished by the clans. So the last time we were here, we got absolutely hammered by the clans. We made a whopping 7 million C-bills off of a clan union. Like that was all we made. 7 million C-bills off of a clan union that demolished 3 tanks, 2 mechs to include a clan Warhammer, and then 2 other mechs came home just wrecked. To include, what was it? It was, so yeah, our Brutus, our Demolisher, our Manticore, and then what else? Yeah, it was like Charlie. Yep. It was our Orion and the Longbow. We lost our Modified Crusader and our Warhammer C. The Longbow came home. Everything was mostly intact except for the armor. But our Orion, and our Orion was mostly intact too, except for the armor, but it took a hip hit and an upper leg hit, which is redonkulous. Absolutely redonkulous. If does it make me a dirty union buster? I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it does. It makes me want to just demolish Clan Wolf even harder. I think actually the Billion Brigade now has a vendetta. We are now in a vendetta against Clan Wolf. Come fight me. I will beat you. But yes, if I need space in my library, I will definitely not be getting rid of that yellow sun thing. There's like a green triangle thing that I think I'll have to get rid of first before anything else. Yes. Yeah, definitely a green triangle thing that has to be gotten rid of first out of all the things. Yes. Well, Youngster didn't die. To be fair, Youngster didn't die. He just had a bad day. His tank got blown out from under him for a second time. Oh, my poor wife. So my poor wife. So we have a 3-week-old. 3-week-old. And you know, she's pumping, she's doing the things. And earlier this evening, when we were out of power, she pumped, and one of the pumps she didn't seal all the way, so it just like leaked out the bottom. So only one pump actually gathered milk. The other one just like spilled all over her shirt. Now, she has messaged me and said that she pumped successfully. Great, fine, yay. But that she spilled it all over the counter instead. Oh no. Yeah, so Hawk is going to be getting a small report that right-click currently doesn't work. Sad day. However, yeah, Youngster is not dead. It's just that he has a little bit of internal bleeding, some heart trauma, and some bruised organs. No big deal. No big deal. Oh, and it's already fixed. So, Ilyani, already on top of it, doing amazing things. I'm not even looking at the Discord, but apparently things have been happening. So, there is all of that. We have an irregular force suppression happening in 0 days. We did the things. All the things happened. What do we have to do here? Let's go ahead. We don't want to do that, actually. because 0 days, which means I might need them. Do we control the battlefield? So, local insurgent forces are receiving direct military support in this region, restricting their ability to disrupt our operations. If they are not dealt with decisively, they will continue to erode our control and pose a long-term threat. Your mission is to engage and destroy at least 50% of the combined enemy forces, cutting off their ability to operate effectively. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, we will control the battlefield if we win. So, we want to make sure that we control the battlefield, which we should be able to. One would hope. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Who do we want to send? So Bravo Lance is done. Bravo Lance is al dente. Oh, sorry, no. Charlie Lance is al dente. Charlie Lance is no more. Bravo Lance is Gucci. Asteroid Lance is definitely Gucci. I think we sent Asteroid. Oh my gosh. There's a purple parrot I could get rid of. The heart trauma is my sadness over losing my latest right. Youngster, I literally built the entire tank for you. And the first time I send you out in it, you kill it. I built the whole tank around you. And then you killed it. You did that. You did. On round one. Round one, you killed it. You were devastated in your Devastator. Got it. Check. Roger. I think we sent Asteroid, and we hope for the best. Asteroid. Go Power Ranger. Clan Wolf can do nothing. Clan Wolf can go kick rocks. This is me containing myself, but Clan Wolf can go kick rocks. All of the rocks. All of them. You know what? I'll even go so far as to say Clan Wolf can go kick fucking rocks. Just go away. Go away, Clan Wolf. Go away. Go away. You're not my friends. Commence drop. Recovery B. We'll send Recovery B. Got all the folks. And okay. That one. Yeah, Youngster said it right. Clan Wolf can take a long walk off a short dock. So, we lost power today. As I said, we got all those things. Clan Wolf will set you to be a skirmisher. And skirmisher. So that meant our house had no air conditioning, nothing like that. And it was around 92 or 93 degrees outside, which for those of you who are, you know, like cool and use the metric system in Celsius, that's like give or take 40-ish degree. No, not 40. About 38 degrees Celsius. Cool. Which meant we did not want to be at home. Clan Cure Bear. Well, just hold on to your knickers, and we will be fighting anyone or everyone or all the people all at once. If you're not careful, you know what, Ilyani? If you're not careful, I will come and I will fight the Rasselhog Republic just for funsies. Fight me. Bring it, Barbie. I'll fight you. Anyways, no. I'll if you pay me enough, I will fight them. But we had no power, nothing like that. And so it sounds terrible, but my wife and I literally just chilled at a brewery with our 2 children, hanging out, waiting. until we had power back. And then we finally got to the point where we're like, our child cannot stay up any longer without them just like literally melting. So we'll just go home, I guess. And so we came home. She went up to go do bedtime because it was her turn, not mine. And then within 5 minutes of her going upstairs, our power came back naturally. Shush, you. Shush. Child 0 and Child 1 will learn about beer in their own time, i.e. tomorrow. It's fine. Don't ask questions. Aight. Move forward. Everybody just press W to win. What do I have to do to win, actually? 50%? Yes. So I used to play World of Tanks, and people would think I was joking. I would just be like, press W to win. Just go forward. Press W. I wasn't joking. They needed to press W. Just press the forward key. Go forward. Go that way. Go towards the enemy. Stop not going towards the enemy and go towards the enemy instead. And there are days that I miss the good old World of Tanks, but my goodness. North American World of Tanks makes me sad. Maybe I'll pick it up again when I'm in Poland. I don't know. Oh, also, for those of you who did not notice, turns out the side that has pushes, or turns out the side that pushes has the advantage. You are correct. This thing up here, this is to control your bots. So, you know how you would previously like go to the enemy, you would right click, you go bot commands, blah, 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 blah. No. Click the hex, do the things, all of the things, and there will be more coming later. All of this, when you download 51.01, will be here under the view commands, bot command display. You've got dock, you've got float, where you move it wherever you want to. Ooh. Or, if you don't want to see it at all, off. No more bot command. Passes on scenario renderer. Oh. So, Ilyani says, got something for you to keep an eye on. We've got a bunch of optimization passes coming to the scenario renderer. Love to know if you feel any difference in the game. I will definitely keep an eye on that. I will definitely say that between Hawk and Alatar, with the things they've been doing, holy cow, everything feels way more zippy. Hawk is a mad genius. Absolute mad genius. Ilyani, that is not to say that you're not also a mad genius, because you are. You are a crazy mad genius, but that human is doing phenomenal, amazing things with the optimization of a lot of the things that are happening, and same thing with Alatar. Just all of the people. It feels like over the last month, you took MekHQ, and then you put it into a trebuchet, and then you launch it, and you see where it goes, and then you wait, because it still hasn't landed. The place where it's going, it hasn't landed yet, but it's going there, and it's going there really fast. Between Ilyani and Hawk and Alatar and the madness that that Hammer is doing with MegaMek, just everything, absolutely everything. Ataraxi, hey, how are you doing, man? Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Hi. What are we doing? Not much. Oh, we can make a hit. A single hit, maybe. Possibly. All the people doing all of the great things. It just, I look back at MekHQ and MegaMek when I first started playing this back in like 40.0, 40.01. It might have been the 39 series, somewhere in there. And it was great. It was amazing. Ooh. Well, Ileani, that makes me feel great. It's, if there is one thing that I have learned about the entire MegaMek Project, MekHQ, everything else, is that everyone is an inspiration for everything else that's happening. And we all just kind of build off of everybody else, because it's what we do. It's what we do here. I am not here to do better than you. I am not here to do better than anybody else. I am here to promote such a wonderful, amazing thing happening, which is MegaMek and MekHQ and all of those things. And I would love to have the problem that there are enough other people streaming and doing tutorials and things like that that I can't get time in. Like, nobody cares about what I'm saying because there are so many other people saying things. That would make me really happy, because it means that this community had grown, and this community had grown to do the things that I wish it was doing when I started. When I started doing this, I was looking at, I'll be honest, I was looking at the Silent K. I was looking at the Silent K and what he was doing. And he is not a big channel. He's not huge. He's not promoted. He doesn't promote himself. He doesn't do anything else. But he just comes out once a week. He streams for 2 hours tops. But it's a campaign that's been going on for 280 episodes. And it is just, it's Battletech with this. Nothing else. And I wanted more of that. And when I looked, then you look at, oh my gosh, now I can't remember. Yeah, the Silent K is reliable, like clockwork. Yes, it's not stealing if you're on the same team, 100%. But then you look at, oh my gosh, now I can't remember. There's a couple other channels out there that do a lot of other videos on different things, and occasionally they hit MegaMek. And you're just like, cool, that's cool. But I just want the community to grow. I want the community to be better. And I want people to get more involved. I want people to be involved in the development of MegaMek. I want people to be involved in the community. I want people to be involved in Discord. I want all of those things, because it takes all of them. There's not just one thing that's like, hey, you do all the things. You are the streamer, you are the developer, you are the person on Discord, you are all of these things. And therefore, that is one reason why all of these things happen. I don't want that. I don't want that at all, because nothing ever grows or nothing ever gets better by having one person do all the things. Although oftentimes there is one person who does do a lot of the things. I love the community that we have here. Long story short, I love our community. I want the community to grow and to do better things. Yes. Yeah, I can definitely see why, as a developer, you cry. Turok was a huge one. Turok was phenomenal. And I so wish that he streamed still. And he was actually the primary person who I watched for a very, very, very long time. Man, I wish I could remember. Hold on. Now I have to do things. Stand by. You all are doing this to me. It's not me, it's you. It's not me, it's you. Oh man. I have to remember the name of the streamer, because if I'm gonna shout out a streamer, I might as well remember like who they are, like what human they are, because it doesn't make sense for me to be like, yeah, there's like this random human out there that does things that is like cool sometimes. It's kind of cool. Oh man. And then the Alzheimer's hits really bad. And then you like totally forget what games are called. That's really bad. Don't be like me, friends. It's like I am like a dare ad right now. Oh, like don't drink, because then you don't remember anything at all. It's like Dwarf Fortress, except more popular. What is that called? It's like that's what my brain is saying right now to me right now, because I can't remember anything. Whatever. Anyways, we'll let that simmer in my brain right now. RimWorld, Ileani, thank you so much for that. That you immediately know what I'm thinking about by me saying that by itself. RimWorld, Quill18, yes. And because YouTube is great. Quill18, actually, like, it's been a while, but he streams a variety of things. He has streamed MekHQ, he streamed RimWorld, he streamed Dwarf Fortress, he streamed all of that. Yeah, he's fantastic. And he got me into a lot of those great games. Oh goodness, what do I want to do? What is a mother to do? I should probably like pay attention to what I'm doing, but at the same time, I'm not worried about what's happening in front of me at all. Also, not my mech, not my problem. Kick rocks. Go away. I think this is my stalker, but it is my stalker. Do better. Go do more. Yeah, Quill, and actually I think Quill is actually putting out his own game, I think. I saw something about that on YouTube, on the tube of views. Oh, weapon loadout. It looks like an assault. Oh, it is an assault. It is. Oh. Oh dear. You know, I still think about how until the day that I started streaming, I had never once played anything past the Succession Wars, because when I played with my brother, we didn't play anything past Succession Wars. I played 3025. That was it. We played 3025 Battletech, which there's nothing wrong with 3025 Battletech. That is great. That's fine. But at the same time, yeah, no. There is a lot to be said about not 3025 Battletech. It's kind of fun. It's kind of neat. My 2 cents worth. It kind of is. Yes. Whenever you want low pressure, just like nothing else, and everything on kind of an equal playing field. Like everybody sucks. Everybody is bad. But at least everybody's equally bad. Everybody is equally bad. Everybody's on the same place. 30-25. It's the way that it should be. Versus like 20-75, which is you have a Mackie. Make the magic happen. Just like you hate everything. I honestly have not looked at Ill Clan at all. I am like the old dude sitting on his porch with a shotgun. Like, get off my lawn. Stop telling me about things. I want to play the thing that I know. And Ill Clan is the farthest thing from what I know. Okay. Nothing. The stalker hits the Brunel with all 20 of its LRMs, doing bad things, doing fire to the front, minus or +1 to driving skills, plus fire to the front. Bad things happened. And the Phoenix Hawk hits the Powerman, critting on the hip. That's about it. The Powerman stays standing. Really? Ill Clan is returned to form. Okay, I'm going to have to look more into it. If you tell me that it's a return to form, I will look at it. Battletech Universe book is excellent, bringing up to speed. Okay. I will look at it. And I mean that. I will look at it. Probably not between now and Tuesday, but I will look at it. It's on my to-do list. I will look at it. Yes, and that is what I love about 30-25, is that it's not just, I have a lot of big guns, and I shoot you, and whoever has bigger guns wins. It's, you have big guns, but you have to make choices. Speaking of big guns, though, not a whole lot happens, and then we move forward. Yeah, 30-25 is a lot of make a choice. So you can run forward and you can shoot them with all the things, but then you shut down in 1 to 2 turns. Or you play the slow game at range and you close the distance when you have an advantage. And you hope you win. Yeah. 30-75 is like, which of my 20 head cappers shall I shoot today? Yes. Yeah. And I mean, Ataraxy expresses what I love about 30-25 on a tee. Just hits it right on the head. You know what I really should do is I should kill the Route Master. I should. I don't want to. But I have to. It hurts me. It hurts me to do this. Wow, that escalated. I mean, I can't say a lot since I haven't played in the later stuff to know how tanky things are versus how killy things are. But if things get killy a lot faster than they get tanky, then it's fine. And that would coincide more with like the real world in a way. Not my mech, not my problem. That's what I say. Yes, definitely kill the Buster. Kill the Buster dead. McGib, how are you doing? Oh, hey, McGib. Also, you had asked me a long time ago about where to get the basic rule set for Battletech. And I had told you it's on the Battletech website. However, the Battletech website is down because the Battletech website is being like redone or whatever. And so yesterday, my friend was asking me about things as well, and so I looked it up, and you can go through Drive-Thru RPG to get the quick start rules. Which are freely available. Oh my gosh, why do you hate me? And then Drive-Thru RPG just decides to hate me for whatever reason. Because it does. But yeah, if you go to Drive-Thru RPG and just search for Quick, Battletech Quick, then you should be able to get the quick start rules free of charge. There it is. Without too much of a problem. That one. Yep. There you go. Any Hoosers. Time to kill all the things. More things. This one. There we go. It's going to keep on trying to kill all of them, and it'll be great. It'll be fine. But the Kerensky needs to pull his weight, for sure. You know, even with having, like, so right now I have like 14 people watching, and my chat is very active, for me anyways. I look at this and I think to myself, how do people with 100 or 1,000 people watching like keep up with their chat? I don't get it. I don't understand. And I'm happy for them that they can, but my goodness, I don't get it. Ha. Yeah, they have mods. You can't. I know. They miss tons of stuff. They cherry pick comments. Yeah. But you know what? I think I would much rather have this where I can actually talk to my chat a little bit. Maybe I play my game a little less, but I'm talking to y'all. I would much rather that. So the jump point, fire some lasers at the Kerensky. Oh no, not the Kerensky, the other Orion. They do a total of 3 damage, doing 2 to the left torso, and then 1 to the right arm. They should have hit the head, but they missed because of Edge. Thank you very much, Edge. Then the Heck, firing at the Route Master, hits with the PPC, destroying the Route Master, thank goodness. The Assault, firing at the Brunel, hits with a large laser to the front. The driver is injured, but nothing else. The Stalker, firing at the Brunel, hits with 12 missiles, doing 5 to the front, 5 to the front, and it's gone. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, everybody. The Heck, firing, also misses with all the things. The Chameleon misses. The Kerensky misses. Miss. Phoenix Hawk hits with a medium laser into the left arm. The Vulcan also misses. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, ADHD, I'm sure, helps a lot in that particular case. McGib, that makes me feel better. I would far, far rather have us stream this a little bit smaller, 10, 20 people, somewhere in there, where I can actually talk to the folks. Sometimes I miss things, but at the end of the day, I hit most of the things. I can talk to the people. I can enjoy the conversation rather than having big numbers. I don't need the mad money. I'm not in this for the mad money. I'm in this for talking to the folks. But those jump points need to kick rocks. On a side note, we've been going for maybe an hour. So if you are enjoying this and you have not followed the stream yet, go ahead, hit that little follow button down there. It's right there. If you're feeling super califragilisticexpialidocious and want to subscribe, then knock yourself out. If you're watching this later on YouTube and you have not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. I would really appreciate it. Otherwise, I hope you're enjoying it. And if you like the video, then hit that little like button. If you don't like it, then hit the dislike button. But please make sure you tell me why. It helps me to understand why you're doing the things that you do. Buster. Spreading the joy of Battletech. Yes. 110%. That is what I'm here for. Spreading the joy of Battletech. CGL should give me a high five. Boop. High five. And it's actually the nice thing about what I'm doing here, what Ileani does, what MekHQ in general does, all those things. None of us are trying to explain to you the rules of Battletech. I'm not trying to tell you how to play the game. I am trying to show you, here's a tool. This is a tool for how you can play your game. And here's where you can go to buy the rules for how you should play this game, because they have the rules. Go buy the rules. Go spend your own money. Spend your money there, and then come back here and play the game that you now spent your money on at a separate website. Go do that. Come back here and play the game. Which I know that the MekHQ project or the MegaMek project tries really hard to focus on doing exactly that little thing. And none of us are trying to stop that, even a little bit, not even at all. Go spend your money. Give your money to CGL. Do that. And then come back here and use the tools that you learned to play the game. Because it's kind of cool. I don't even know how to play the game. Yes. Yeah, 100%. I don't know how many times I've said this. I very rarely have read any books on how to play Battletech except for the introductory rule set. This is what I own. That's what I own. That's whoops. That's all I own. That is my book. And everything that I bought as a PDF because of MekHQ and MegaMek. Because somebody asked me a freaking question and I went, I don't know the answer, but I have to find out now. And then you go off and you buy the books because some random human on Discord asks you a question. You're like, I don't know, but I have to find out now. The darn... I'm not even subscribed to the official Battletech Discord channel. I'm not. I was at one point. I'm not now. Right now. And what are you? You're a power man. I don't care about you. Every single book I have bought in the last 18 months has been as a direct result of the MegaMek Discord channel. It's been the whole reason. The whole reason has been because of that. Oh, Ataraxi, sorry about that, man. I need to read through the new rules. So I haven't read closely through the new rule changes. I read through all of the what do they call it? The things that we do on here, the playtest rules. There we go. I read through all those because like they were here and people asked me about them. I was like, I do the things because they exist. And those are, I honestly love the playtest rules for the most part. I do. I really do. I love the playtest rules. And a lot of people won't agree with me, but I love the targeting changes for like if you're on the left or the right targeting field, or left or right, like side, whatever, words. I actually like them a lot. A lot of people don't like them because like, my mechs die faster. Yes, they die faster because people got to your side and it happened. And that's how it goes. And there were arguments made, 100% arguments were made that said, when you get to later ages and, the Brennel is having a bad day. It's immobile. And then the Hauler mech lost his right arm. The Brennel is still having a bad day. The Hauler mech is also having a bad day. Got double hit on his engine. Everybody's having a bad day. Anyways, when you get to later ages and people they're all just like 10, 15 mechs, then you have no problem getting onto people's sides. Okay, fine. I got that. Whatever. I don't play those ages. Yeah, the side torso changes were really unpopular. I don't play those ages. And those changes were super nice for not like those ages. People were unhappy with the ammo explosion change. No, the ammo explosion changes were my favorite. Those need to not go anywhere. Don't do that to me. No. Oh, wait, 2-4. Between all the things, we have a total of 4 crippled. So, boop, boop. We need uno más. I am not paying a darn bit of attention to the game that I'm playing right now. So, sorry for those of you out there who are really sad about that. Do that. And that's fair. Yeah, the old ammo explosions is an optional rule. I would agree with that. Yeah, I would actually really agree with the old ammo explosion rules as an optional rule. I think that's great. And the power behind games like this, I think, stands behind the optional rules. Because then you can make it the game that you wanted to play. You know, the challenge with things like D&D, for example, right? So let's use D&D as an example. So you've got everything ranging from D&D 1E or AD&D 1 all the way to D&D 5.5, right? Which D&D 5.5 is arguably 99% role-playing based, which there is nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I love a solid RP-based system. But there is something to love about a hardcore dungeon crawler like D&D 1, you know, AD&D 1 or AD&D 2, which is just hardcore. We're going to start at the beginning and we're going to dungeon crawl our way until we die, because that's the way this goes. And you step through the door, you're a level 2 warrior, and there stands the dragon. And kick rocks, because that's what... Guys, why is Sai trying to kill me? Can somebody tell me why Sai is trying to kill me? Ileani, why is Sai trying to kill me? Is that supposed to be like a little sprinkle out there? I share too much info about the Nightlies. Yes, AD&D 2 or AD&D 2 is one of your favorites. I love AD&D 2. It is funny. Yes, 110%. Stand by. Ileani, I hope you like to be thrown under the bus, because it might happen. It might just happen. Okay, great. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, AD&D 2, one of my absolute faves. 3.5. So I love all of the D&D versions for very, very different reasons. Like 4, it was like Oblivion before Oblivion happened, and it was so cool. So very cool. 3 was so wonderful because it had a lot of different customization options, but not quite as weird or not quite as crazy as 4. 3 is like a happy medium between a lot of different things. 5 is great in my opinion because it makes it so approachable. 5 was one of the most approachable versions of D&D that has existed ever. 1 and 2 are like your sweaty nerds. I want to be able to set the ammo max load in the hangar. It's fair. I mean, you can, Valcoronis, you can kind of do that in the MegaMek hangar. You just have to do it individually for each mech. There's no good way to do it in MekHQ. However, if that's something you want to be able to do, to be like, hey, I only want every single one of my mechs to be able to carry a max of 20 rounds of ammo, that would be worth an RFE or like a request for enhancement in the MekHQ GitHub. So I would recommend that you do that. And if you don't know how to do that, then I would hop on over to the Discord channel and then !issues, ISSIUES or ISSUES. I mean, and that gets you how to submit an issue on the GitHub, and then you can submit a request for enhancement or RFE. Absolutely worthwhile. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, so, and ironically, ironically, 4th edition was one of the most unpopular versions of D&D, which, to each their own. Uh-oh, what'd I do? Whatever, it's fine. It'll buff. And if you're into like dungeon crawlers and you don't mind playing things on your own, there are really hardcore dungeon crawlers out there like Kernathalis, and there's a couple other ones out there that are just like, essentially go out there, kick rocks, die, which is fine. I've played Kernathalis, it's fine. Not a super huge fan, but it exists. I'm interested to see what the Dungeon Crawler Carl RPG is like. I think that'll be fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. My favorite system right now is actually the Mothership system. It's really lightweight. It's really easy to use, super fast to get into. Anyone who has never played an RPG before, 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes to get them spun up, roll a character, and be ready to go. And they have a really great app that you can just use on your phone, and it makes sense. I'll do that one. But yeah, Mothership is great. It's a sci-fi setting, though. So if you're not into sci-fi, then I don't know what to tell you. You're on the wrong channel, I guess. As opposed to so on one side of the token, you've got things like Mothership, which is incredibly lightweight, easy to use, all that fun stuff. Or you've got Shadowrun, especially like Shadowrun 3rd edition, which is just like hate your life and spend get your undergraduate degree in Shadowrun, because that's what it takes. Yeah, it's honestly, Mothership is what every Alien RPG has aspired to be. Yeah. Dungeon Crawler Carl is the best. It's phenomenal. That author is among the absolute best at just combining all of the things. I hear a person coming. Stand by. Wait 1 second. Okay, thank you for your patience. Ugh. This has been the longest short battle I've ever... Yes, Daggerheart. So I think that Daggerheart is... I think that, in my opinion, Daggerheart is a super, super RP heavy rule set, which is fine for some folks. I'm really happy that they enjoy that rule set. I am not one of those humans. I am actually not a very... How do I say this? When it comes to me playing RPGs, I am much more about... I want to go through, I want to find the loot, I want to have fun exploring the dungeon, and I want to hate my life a little bit. Not a lot. Like, I still want to be a hero. And I want, for me, to, when I die as the hero, I want to die as a hero. Like, just let me die as the damn hero. You're immobile. I don't want to shoot you. Yeah, we'll shoot you instead. I want to die as the hero. Like, let me die as the damn hero. So I want to go through and I want to slice off the head of the goblin, and I want to walk through the next door, and I want to look up at the head of this red dragon. I want to go, okay, die fucker. And I want to raise up my sword, and I want to be burned to a crisp. Like, I want that. That's what I want. Yes. Yeah. If you knew the rules for Mothership, that would explain everything. Which is also why I love the setting for Mothership. Like, it brings joy. It brings joy. And no one can ever know that you're not the hero if you never come home. As far as I know, you were the hero. You are the person that they wanted you to be. Mom always knew I was good. I don't have fragmentation. Womp womp. All right. Shoot things. Not my Phoenix Hawk, not my problem. Okay, great. Kill all the things. Also not my Crusader, not my problem. You know what? That's fair. So AD&D was 100% about numbers on a sheet, especially when you talk about the oh my gosh, the hit tables, where it's like, oh, we compare about like the 17 numbers, like, oh, here's what your armor is, but here's what your defense is, and here's what your dexterity is, but here's what my attack is. I mean, it's fair. It's 100% fair. Yeah. Delineating more between dungeon crawlers and role-playing games. 100%. The only reason why I disagree with that power is because they made 4th edition. Literally the only reason. I would agree with your statement if you would have changed it to 4th edition. That's it. Just change it to 4th edition. Or change it to Shadowrun 4E. Just hate your life. Go forth. And do not prosper. Okay, I mean, 3.5 and 4 are just like... It's different kinds of crunchy. Okay, how about this? What if we said 3.5 versus Pathfinder 3? Pathfinder 3rd edition versus 3.5. Which one is worse? Oh, there goes Buster. Bye-bye, Buster. Oh, womp womp. How much? The jump platoon is down to 11. I think. Actually, hold on. Wait, was Buster already down? Or not? I don't think so. I think that's it. So I think we're good. So / victory. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is, hold on, wait, am I dumb? It might have been Pathfinder 1, my bad. Versus Pathfinder 1.5, which, oh, you might be right. Sorry, I think Pathfinder 1 is what I was talking about. Pathfinder 1 equal to, or similar to, D&D 3. I might just be dumb. Hold on. There we go. That might be what I was thinking. It gets confusing really fast. Here we go. I think we can all agree that I was going to win that, considering I didn't pay attention at all through the entire battle. It's been a long time since I have paid less attention to a battle. How much does this thing weigh? The Brunel is 150 tons. Hold on, friends. Oh, am I about to be a sad panda? It's a super heavy vehicle, friends. Hold on, wait, which page? Which page? Oh, this one? You're talking about this one right here? Yeah, this page got pretty. This page got pretty. There is no point in me even trying to pull that vehicle. Huh. We'll just sell you. Huh. Are you not allowing me to do things anymore? Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Ilyani, can I ask you to do me a favor? Because I'm not going to remember. Can you just remind me to put in a report to say if you put in anything that can't pull, if this is right at all, it doesn't let you pull, and then I'll deal with it later? Okay, thanks. Also, so Ilyani, the last time I streamed, or anybody. Actually, I have enough people. I have a captive audience. So if hypothetically I were talking about like a future salvage setting, the last time I streamed, I had like 3 people watching who were, you know, throwing ideas out there. And, you know, one of the things that I commonly see from the salvage perspective that people don't enjoy is that, oh, I can't go over. And one of the things I threw out there last time was that hypothetically, if I was the one making a new salvage idea, that in order to create a setting where you would want to stay under the salvage percentage, but be able to go over in certain cases, is that at the end of the contract, so you can go over on your salvage at times. If you can go over on your salvage, it's allowed. But at the end of the contract, how would you feel if you can go over at times, but at the end of the contract, you have to be under the percentage that is required by your contract right here? Total salvage, right? You have to be under that amount. And if at the end of the contract, you're not under the amount, it's a contract breach because you signed a contract. You signed the contract saying, I would not go over the amount. I signed the contract. I would not go over the amount. I went over the amount. Congratulations. You breached the contract. Let me know what you think about that. I'm curious. What do you think? What do you think about that? Anyways, we're going to go forward today. Oh, that's how you thought it worked already? Not quite, my friend. Not quite. That's fair. That's fair. That's totally fair. Yeah, so you go over early, and then later on in the contract, you can bring yourself back under. And let's say hypothetically, right? So hypothetically, you go over at the beginning. So you go over at the beginning, right? And when you go over, you even get a warning that says, hey, if you don't go back under by the end of the contract, you will be in breach of contract. It's a potential. It's a thought. It's a thought. Now, obviously, so no, if you don't use the new salvage, it's just you pay the overage. That's it. You pay the overage. So right now, MekHQ salvage, you just pay the overage and go away. You know, which, like, it doesn't sound too bad, but a lot of campaigns out there, they're flush in cash. So flush in cash. They have all of the monies just hanging out. And so if you tell a campaign, like, yeah, you got to pay $1 million or 1 million C-bills for overages, they're just like, go away. I'll pay it. Whatever. It's fine. No bigs. That doesn't hit very hard. But if you're like, you will breach your contract. Oh, no. Don't do that. But I also understand that there are folks out there who are just like, no. Really? Another irregular force assault? Okay. Cool. 12/18. That's in 2 days. Okay. At some point in time, I should probably pay attention to this. But yeah, it's my 2 cents worth. And it's minus 25 reputation. So in fairness, like, I am sitting at 15 reputation. I'm at 15 reputation. And I have had a breach in the past, but I have gone beyond it. So my successes, I've got 6 successes. I'm up 30 partial success, up 3. 1 breach is a minus 25. Oof. Ouch. But, again, this is all just like hypothetical. Like, whatever. Purely hypothetical. You know, right now, all we have is MekHQ salvage. We've got campaign operations salvage. One day, maybe there will be another salvage out there. I don't know. But for right now, that's what we got. Cool. Advance the day. Let's repair some things. Do the things. Dock salvage. Oof. We are naming no things after me. No. I will, when I leave this project, I will go softly and quietly into the night. No, don't do that to me. Minus 50 for offing prisoners is harsher than I thought it was. Just what the doctor ordered. Oof. I don't know what the doctor ordered, but I hope it wasn't that harsh. Normally I order things like morphine, but what do I know? I don't know. Okie dokes. And advance Unamaste. And then irregular pulse assault today. We do the things. We get some things better. What do we have to do? So we're doing things there. The Ryokan. We're waiting on the things. So I think that I hope that one day we can name something Ileani blank. Even though vanity names are banned, Ileani blank. Because if there was a single human that deserved it, it was Ileani blank. So the Ryokan, we're waiting on the things. Mad Cat, we're waiting on the things. Fenris, we're waiting on the things. Like, you know, all of the Ferrofibrous. I do think... So once we finish out this campaign, once we finish out the Billion Brigade, the next time I play, I think I might just make it so that if we are before the year of, I don't know, 3070, you straight up cannot order campaign stuff or clan stuff. Like 3070 or before, you cannot order clan stuff because I want to hate my life. Because why not? Just hate. All of the hate. What are you doing? Okay, great. Okay, fair. Very fair. Fine. I will... Instead, I think that we need to have... I would have an Op 4 named Ileani something. Therefore, there. That way, I can have Ileani punch me in the face instead. Can I have Ileani punch me in the face? With love. Ooh, that is a horrendous roll. Okay, no more Ice Storm. Solar Flare, Daylight, much more gooders. Harsh. But only if there's a safe word, right? Okay, so we've got Clan Wolf, Infantry, Op 4, and the Irregulars. Ooh, that's not so great. And the Victor will control the battlefield. I think I might actually have to pay attention. Ooh. All right. What do we have in the Alpha Lance? So we've got the Awesome, Marauder, Kerensky, and the Heck. That has no anti-infantry whatsoever. There. There. Okay. There's not a lot of infantry there. Why don't we... Let's throw Alpha Lance at it and hope for the best. I think it'll be fine. Power, don't let me down. So Clanner's giving me so many irregulars. So Power has 144 XP. He has 144 XP. And I can't right click right now because I'm playing the I'm playing on a nightly where a thing was not fixed in the 5 minutes before I loaded up the particular merges that were there. So literally my right click doesn't exist. However, when I talked to Power the last time, before today, he is here today. He wanted something really cool. I'm thinking about giving him something like, I don't know, Sniper, which requires, it's like 200 XP. He's got a ways to go. He's got a hot minute. Sniper is very good, in case you should want it. I don't know. Recovery Bravo will go in. We've got all the folks. Confirm. Can confirm for a friend. I do frequently put Power in very bad positions, and he does frequently draw a lot of fire from the clans. So I will make zero promises. Just because you're named does not mean I do anything to keep you out of harm's way. Sometimes it means the opposite. Maybe just do better. Have you considered that one? Do better. Meat is cheap, save the metal. Oh man, that is also a huge mothership starter if I have ever heard one. The last mothership. So the last mothership scenario I did, so it was actually based off of, has anybody ever out there ever listened to the Magnus Archives? So the Magnus Archives is, for those of you who have not heard of it, it's a podcast from Great Britain where it's based off of like Cthulhu horror. Yes, Magnus Archive. Thank you, Ataraxi. Thank you very much. Apparently, you and I are the same person. We're the same human. But Magnus Archives, it's based off of Cthulhu horror, and in the first season, it's literally just in London. There's this dude who's an archivist who's just reading recollections of people into a tape recorder, and the things you're listening to are the things that he had tried to record into a computer that would not record for whatever reason, because it always corrupted the hard drive, and so they have to record it into a tape recorder, and that's what you hear. And all of these things that you're just like, whatever. Anyways, so one of the episodes is an episode called Meat, where it's an episode about a person who is living in an apartment, and there's a person who lives above them, and they're just like a little weird, they're a little odd, but whatever. They're like they're okay otherwise. And then over time, the person above them and the floor above them becomes more of a recluse. They're not talking. And then over time, the smell from the apartment above them gets worse. And it gets worse. And it gets worse. And then over time, there are stains that are coming through from the apartment above. They're staining the ceiling. And the smell becomes horrendous. And they're trying to sell this apartment below this other person, and they can't because the smell is so awful. And finally, they call the police, and the police go up there, and they break into the apartment. And the person has literally nailed chunks of meat to every square inch of the apartment. And there's a pile of meat in the middle of the apartment that is just rotten. And it is one entire apartment of nothing but just meat, to represent a feral horror from the world of Cthulhu, essentially. And I built an entire space horror based off of Arby's The Apartment. I built an entire space horror built off of that, because that was my friend, who is to give you a perspective. She is a forensic pathologist. Like, that's what she does. She works for a state forensic lab as a pathologist. She was an anthropologist, and then she went through medical school. She became a doctor. She went through pathology school. She went through forensic pathology school, and now she does that. And this is the one episode that ever truly made her ill. And I built an entire episode off of that. That was all I wanted to do. But Arby's The Apartment is the best. This brings joy. I do what I can. Now, I mean, in fairness, she is the one who, like, introduced me to Cthulhu horror. She's also the one who introduced me to the Magnus Archives. So she has no one to blame but her. I have not heard of Gradient Descent, so I have things to look forward to. Now I have things to look up. Not that I have, a lot of time in my life right now, but apparently I have to create the time now. Thanks so much. Vita Carnis. I feel like I've heard of it, but for some reason I can't think of it. Tell me more. Like, does she have a car? The Orion misses. The Phantom Prime hits the Marauder with an LRM-5 doing 2 to the center torso. The Dragonfly misses. Awesome. Firing at the Sour. Hits with a PPC. It kills it. Literally shot number 1. Fire engine. Gone. Bye. And then the Kerensky misses. an analog horror series about flash monsters that invade the Earth. That does sound fascinating. That sounds very fascinating. Humble Bundle had a series or a bundle of, it was like 40 RPG, just basic rule sets for just dirt cheap that I almost got about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I actually sent it back to my friend. So in residency, it was me and a buddy who, we always joked that we were like carbon copies of each other. He's maybe 3 years older than I am, maybe. We're both from Midwest. We're both nerds. We both play RPGs. Like, we do the same things. Like, it's what we do. And so I sent it to him, and he's like, I'm probably going to get this. And I just about got that. Oh, flesh horror, not flash, flesh monster. Either way, though. Is it actually a strange idea, though? Is it a strange idea that you would play a game where your character goes insane after a while? Because so let me ask you this, McKid. You living the life that you live right now. So you walk through, you go from home, you drive your car, and let's say that you're having a very special night, and you drive down to McDonald's. And you go to McDonald's and you drive through the drive-thru and you say, hey, I would like a McGriddle. I would like one McGriddle, please. One McGriddle meal with hash browns and a coffee. And through the little intercom, they go, $8.92. And you, thinking nothing of it, go, oh, $8.92. They must have raised their prices. Okay, no problem. No big deal. $8.92 for my McGriddle with hash browns and a coffee. You press the gas. You move forward. You drive up to the window. The first window has nothing but a sign on it. It is a white paper sign with red letters that says, proceed to the next window. You go, okay. White sign, red letters. Go to the next window. Very well. You drive forward. You drive forward to window number 2, and you stop your car. You place your car into park. Your car is now in park. You look left. You look at the window. This blacked out window that is closed. You kind of move over to the left. You pull out your wallet. And once you pull out your wallet, you pull out your credit card. Like every day is normal. The window opens. And once that window opens, a green-blue tentacle slithers its way through the window and just goes through the window of your car and just sits there. And you think to yourself, this is an odd thing to happen. This is a very odd thing to happen. I have a tentacle in my window now. But for some reason, you don't think anything more of it. You're like, okay, cool. And so you simply place your credit card onto one of the many, many, many suckers that is on the tentacle. And it sucks into place. And the tentacle slithers away back through your window, into the window. The little blacked out window closes shut. No big deal. And then from there, that window from the drive-thru opens up. The tentacle slithers back through. Your credit card is sitting there on the little sucker. A little blood dripping now. Drip, drip, drip onto your lap. But at least there's a receipt. There's a receipt with your credit card. You take your credit card, you take the receipt, you don't think anything else. The tentacle comes back. It goes through the window, and you're waiting patiently for your McGriddle, for your hash browns, for your coffee. After a moment, 2 now red-brown tentacles come through the window, one with a coffee, one with a little red sack. onto your lap. Plop. Do you just drive away calmly? Do you drive away calmly thinking, this is another day in America. This is what I felt like. This is what I believed that I had in America or Canada or whatever the country is that you are in. This is what I always dreamed of. And you drive away. You enjoy the taste of your slightly slimy McGriddle and your a little overly moist hash browns and your slightly salty coffee. Or do you go a little crazy inside? Do you start to question what reality is? Do you start to think, maybe I am not quite in the place that I thought I was? Like, where do you land? You know what? You're not wrong. Capitalism is the horror, but breakfast is breakfast. You're right. You're right. So anyways, all of that to say, you would have driven all the way along before that. Okay, fair. But I'm going to throw this one out there. So I always had to think to myself, like, in a horror movie, why didn't people, like, when they went to go hide in that little shack with all the chainsaws hanging up, why did they not run away going, this is exactly like every horror movie I've ever seen? The question then actually becomes, or the answer, in my opinion, is then, so they all live in the same universe. And in that universe, horror movies don't exist. You can't run away from a horror if horror movies do not exist. So if you never live in a realm, if you never live in a world where horror movies that have young, attractive ladies hiding in a shack with chainsaws, then how do you know to run away from that? It's a question. It's a question you gotta ask. Man, our employer loves their Ostrugs. Yes, like the 1920s. Like the 1920s with the Villisca axe murders. How do you know not to let somebody into your home that is carrying an axe? If you never know to say, no, don't come into my house with an axe. Like you're living in Villisca before the Villisca axe murders. I can say that being from Iowa, you know, like Villisca, Iowa. Throwing it out there, seeing where it lands. Did they know how to run away from people carrying axes? Because I'm pretty sure that a lot of people in the woods carried axes everywhere they went because they had to do things like chop down wood. So how are you to say that in the place where the people are living in a horror movie, that is not a thing that is normal in their life? How do you know? I would argue that if you grew up in a place that was never a thing that you had to worry about, you wouldn't worry about it. If you grow up in a place where you never have to worry about being carjacked, do you worry about being carjacked? The simple people are simple sometimes. Well, the Phantom Prime shoots the Awesome with 4 missiles doing 4 to the left arm. Then a different Phantom Prime shoots at the Awesome with 4 missiles doing 4 to the right torso. The Kerensky firing at one of the Phantom Primes. Hits with the Gauss rifle into the right arm, down to 3 internal structure, critting on a shoulder. The Ostrak firing at the carbine, misses with all the things. The Awesome firing at the Phantom Prime, hits with the PPC to the left arm. The center torso also gets hit, down to 2 armor and bolt spots. The Marauder firing at the Phantom Prime, hits the LB-10X into the right torso, down to 1 armor. Phantom Prime takes 40 damage. Needs a 5 rolls of 6. Exactly. What is the carjacked that you speak of? What is this carjacked? How say you this carjacked? My point exactly. I'll do that. That's fine. All the things are fine. I'm not turning on pavement. There we go. That'll be fine. Boom. I mean, it's fair. It's totally fair. If you live in a world where tentacles should not exist in a drive-through, and there are tentacles coming through a drive-through, you drive away. I mean, that's fair. That's totally fair. Would you be a little, to put it bluntly, would you be a little fucked up afterwards, though? Like, you're sitting there, you're at the drive-through, you're doing all those things, and suddenly, like, tentacles are coming through the window at you. Would you be a little fucked up afterwards? I think I would. I think I would be very jacked up afterwards. And so with that, I think I would need to roll a sanity check. It's hard to know when somebody's being a little facetious or not through the world of text. So have no fears, all of the people. I think that the example stands, though. If somebody doesn't know, they don't know. But yes, yeah, the things and stuff and whatnot. But I think at the end of the day, at the very least, you would have to roll a sanity check to go, I just had 7 tentacles come through a window at me in my car. And as soon as you roll that first sanity check, guess what? More weird things happen. And then when more weird things happen, guess what? Then more weird things happen. And then more. And then the next weird thing. And the next. And the next. And the next. Oh, I went too far. And then before you know it, there you are, an investigator, standing before the Arkham prison going, why am I here? Why did this happen to me today? And voila. I don't need to fire 3 PPCs at a powerman. You're right. Absolutely. You were 100% correct. The idea or premise behind AD&D is like, your character is going to go through some mad shit. And then at the end of it, though, if they survive it, they will come out of this on top. Versus Cthulhu, where it's like, there is no happy ending to this. There is zero happy ending to this. Like, just know that. Know that and be happy with the fact that you will lose. Because that is the only way out of this. You will lose. And then you lose. Yeah, Seeker, I think that is the best way to describe it. It's a disempowerment. Which I did not understand that. The very first time I played Cthulhu, the Cthulhu RPG, I didn't get it. Because I was still very much in the realm of, I need to be the hero. I must be the hero. And by being the hero, I must be the strongest, the best, and I must win. In order to play Cthulhu, you have to actively not win. You just have to. You have to actively not win. Like, you have to come at it and go, you have to say, I want to be the best. I want to do the best that I can. I want to live a normal life. But by living a normal life, I lose. And by not living a normal life and trying to be a hero, I lose faster. So therefore, I try to not exist. I try to accept the cruelty and try to find the balance. Yeah, there are happy endings, just never for you. And I actually did not understand the Cthulhu RPG setting until I listened to the Magnus Archives. And you have to get through like the first 2 seasons to be like, oh my gosh, I finally get it. I finally understand. I finally understand what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. Or not doing with my life. I finally understand how I'm supposed to be dying. I would like to understand how I'm supposed to die today. That's Cthulhu right there. I just want to understand how I'm supposed to die. And you'll never know. The Phantom Prime hits the Dervish with 4 LRMs, doing 4 to the left leg. The Awesome fires at the Powerman and hits into the left arm. Goes into the left torso just a little bit. The other PPC misses. The Marauder firing at the Hector hits with the PPC to the front. And then a PPC into the front. It's hurting badly, but it's not dead. The Enforcer firing at the Dragonfly misses. The Okarensky firing at the Phantom hits the left leg with a PPC, doing 10 to the left leg. Then the Gauss Rifle misses. The Clan Jump Point misses. The Orion firing at the Construction Mech misses. The Phantom Prime firing at the Dervish hits the right arm with a medium laser, then hits the right leg with a small laser, misses with the LRM. The Wolverine, ooh, it destroys the Hector. Bye-bye. Dragonfly firing at the Enforcer hits with a small pulse into the center torso, down 20 armor there. The Dervish firing at the Phantom Prime hits the LRM-10, hitting with 8 missiles, doing 5 to the center torso, 3 to the right leg, and that's it. You know, I know there are 8 billion ways to DM a campaign, whether it comes to Mothership or D&D or whatever the case is. My favorite way was actually always just make it up as I went, because no matter what I did, my players would always do just some random ass shit. They would just do random things all the time. And I'd just be like, here are the 7 pages of things that I have laid out in front of me to go, oh, here's what I do. Oh, that's nice. And then they're like, we leave town and we go left. I'm like, I haven't counted for this. So we go this way. Okay, great. Yeah, John is like, ghost spiders? Oh, this is obviously fake. This is obviously not real. Yes. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, Jane Prentice arrives. Who is Jane Prentice, you ask? I don't know. I don't know who Jane Prentice is, because she just arrives one day and bad things happen. And it's never fully explained who Jane Prentice is. You don't have to worry about it. Just know that Jane Prentice exists and bad things happened. And then later on, you find a little more out about Jane Prentice. But either way, Jane Prentice happened. There was a man upon the stair. There was a man who wasn't there. Oh, how I wish he'd go away. Think we can make a 0. Oh, 100%. The party will always choose the one thing that you never accounted for, the one thing that you never wanted, the one thing that you didn't even think about. You can go front, you can go forward, backward, left, or right. Pick one of the 4 directions. We go down. That wasn't even an option. We go down. How do you go down? We went through the cellar. What cellar? Well, we broke into the general store, and then at the back of the general store, there was a door. In the door, there were stairs. The stairs went down, and they kept going down, and we would like to go down with them. What general store? The general store you didn't tell us about yet. Okay, very well. You will go down. I don't know about those stories and models, but I am so very happy that they exist. I think I'm happy they exist, Seeker. I'm not sure. I didn't know they existed before today, but I am excited to find out more and kind of afraid. Anytime I hear about Cthulhu and models and things, I get afraid, because have you ever met Cthulhu? I'm afraid. I get very afraid. Oh, great. Our awesome is tagged. Ah, okay. That makes more sense. Oh, no. There we go. All right, let's see if we can't take out some of these dudes. Her. Ah, yes. Pikmin, not Pikmin. It's the small things in life. Okay, thank you, Ileani. That is legitimately why I was confused. Pikmin, I think about little critters with Nintendo on GameCube, not, I was confused. I'll sit over here and still be confused, but less so, I guess. That's okay. Just know that you can remember that I was happily confused for forever and ever because of you. But for a good reason. You know what? I would play that game. I would play Cthulhu Pikmin. I think we have to reverse it, though. Not Pikmin, Cthulhu. Cthulhu Pikmin. Just reverse it. Whoops. Yeah, just reverse it. It'll be fine. Oh, no. I put my awesome too close because I wasn't paying attention. I will be honest. I have not played Pikmin in many, many a year. When did that come out? When did Pikmin come out? Because I definitely remember in like middle school going over to my friend's house and playing it. Pretty sure it was middle school. Might have been later. In economic theory. Early 2000s. I mean, that doesn't help me. That was middle school. All of that was middle school. Or high school. That was both, actually. Ah, yes. So the construction mech just lost his right arm very well. Took some damage to the right torso. Then the dragonfly firing at the Wolverine. Ugh, bad things happen. Hits the left torso, the left arm, and the left torso, and the left torso again, but is still standing. That's the important thing in life. The Phantom Prime firing at the Awesome hits the beam laser into the right torso, a small laser into the left torso, and the LRM hits with 4 missiles into the left arm, but we're good there. The Wolverine firing at the Dragonfly hits with the SRM-6. 2 missiles going in, doing 2 to the left leg and the right leg. Nothing else hits, though. The Ostrock firing at the Phantom Prime hits, doing 8 to the left arm, down to 4 armor. The Dervish firing at the construction mech hits the right leg. And then the SRM hits with 2 missiles, doing 2 to the right arm. And a double tap on the gyro as well as the engine. That's not good. Construction mech is having a bad day. Kerensky firing the Dragonfly. Hits the PPC into the left leg down to 7 armor. Gauss rifle hits the left leg down to 0 armor. The medium laser hits the left torso down to 8 armor. Medium laser hits the left torso down to 6. SRM hits with 3 missiles, doing 2 to the right torso, left arm, and left arm. The Marauder hits the construction. Oh, the poor little construction mech. I think we can leave it alone now. It's kind of dead. By kind of dead, I mean it's very dead. It's so dead. So very dead. The Phantom Prime firing at the Enforcer hits the head. Pilot takes a hit. Awesome firing at the Phantom Prime. Doesn't do a lot, honestly. The Orion firing at the Phantom Prime hits with the PPC into the center torso down to 2 armor. LP-10 misses. All the other things miss. The Wolverine took 20 damage, stays standing. Phantom Prime stays standing. The Dragonfly stays standing. Just cute little noises. Little tentacle, just boop, boop, boop. Yes. Yeah. All those things. All of them. All those things are 100% true all of the time. But the question becomes, would you know what? Would you have a Cthulhu cat? Would you adopt a Cthulhu cat? Because I think I might adopt a Cthulhu cat. So the Phantom Prime. Kick the Awesome into the right leg. It's down to 26 armor there. The Awesome kicks the Phantom Prime, doing 16 damage. It's down to 7 internal structure. The Awesome stays standing. Wolverine stays standing. Dragonfly stays standing. And the Phantom Prime stays standing. You would have a cat from Saturn. But would you adopt a man from Mars if his name was Michael Valentine? Would you adopt Michael Valentine? That is a question. And if you don't understand the reference, I will explain it to you shortly. You have to go back to the 80s? When was that book written? When was that book written? Yes, Michael Valentine Smith. If you don't know the reference of Michael Valentine Smith, the man from Mars. I will happily show you the reference at the end of the battle. Because some things deserve apprehension. Go that way. No, not the man from Mars who keeps eating cars. No. You know, I said at the beginning of the battle I should probably pay attention to what was going on. I still haven't actually paid attention. No, not a Blondie reference. This is from the time before Blondie. Well before Blondie, actually, I think. Well, so ray gun, piloting the Dragonfly. I think we need to get rid of the Dragonfly first. They're just getting annoying more than anything else. But it would be great, honestly, if we could salvage both these Phantoms. If nothing else, because they carry the tags. That'd be pretty great, in my opinion. That's my 2 cents worth. We'll just try to shoot all the things and then see what we get out of it. Friends are carrying case AC5 ammo. AC5. don't think we need to do anything else to him, because between all the things that are already happening to them, they're probably going to be out for the count here pretty soon. Oh dear. Okay. So the Phantom Prime shoots at the Marauder, does a few things to the Marauder, but nothing too crazy. The Dragonfly firing at the Wolverine hits. Jump Leaving firing at the Kerensky hits with a couple of auto rifle rounds, doing a little bit, but nothing too crazy. The Kerensky firing at the Dragonfly hits the left torso with the PPC down to 1 armor. But the Dervish firing at the Phantom Prime hits the left torso with the medium laser into the left leg down to 5 internal structure. However, the Phantom Prime hitting with a medium laser hits against the SRM ammo. Fair. Totally fair. PPC doesn't always make a lot of sense, but you know what? I'll let you send that one to CGL and see what they think. So the Wolverine had a bad day. Unfortunately, the Marauder firing at the Phantom Prime hits with the PPC into the left torso. Down to 6 internal structure, the PPC into the right arm, down to 2 armor. The LB-10X misses. Wolverine firing at the Phantom Prime hits the SRM-6 with 5 missiles, doing 2 to the right arm, 2 to the left torso, right torso, and right torso, down to 8 internal structure on that right torso. Medium laser hits the right torso. Double tap on the engine. Awesome against the Power Man. Does very, very bad things and destroys the Power Man. Orion against the jump point hits with the LV-10X, but it's only down to 19, and that's about that. And kick. Do the kicks. Channel your inner Fosse and kick. Ooh, Phantom Prime loses a leg. Lots of bad things. Phantom Prime ends up dying. And that's the one from the Marauder. The Enforcer kicks the other Phantom Prime, does 10 to the left leg, but that's about it. Where are we at with everything? We have destroyed 50% somehow, but this might get really annoying really fast, honestly. Oh, they're actually down to 54%. And that shouldn't count the crippled. Which means we actually already hit our win conditions. We'll finish out this round and call it a day. Good deal. There we go. There we be. Necrobob, thank you so much for joining. I hope to catch you next time. And if you can, join us on Tuesday. That is the next time we'll be streaming. Also, since I haven't mentioned it recently, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that little follow button down at the doobly below. If you're watching right now on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube later on, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to catch any notifications later on, hit that little bell button right next to the subscribe button. That'll get you notified whenever we release another video. And if you're feeling super generous, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button here on Twitch. And that gets me a couple of bucks to be able to buy a coffee. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time. every time I listen to this music, I'm just like, I want to play Mega Man. Yeah, I'm trying to remember when the round report got changed. I want to say it was around 45 or 46 that it got changed really hard. Because before that, it was rough. Because before, it was 45 or 46. It might have been at 45, actually. 45.0. Like, the dark mode didn't exist. This whole dark mode thing did not exist at all. And playing MekHQ and MegaMek was just like an assault to the eyes. Oh, it was so much worse than Roll the Waves. It was heinous. It was Windows 3.1 heinous. Or worse, actually. It was so bad. It hurt. It hurt so bad. As soon as they released dark mode for MekHQ and MegaMek, that by itself was one of the best changes that ever happened. Yes, 100%. I remember exactly what you're talking about. I have many a favorite game that I don't play. Although I recently discovered a game, and most people are going to be like, bruh, this has been around for a hot minute. Hold on one second. I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to do this for half a second. Yes. Beyond All Reason. That's the name of it. Way back when I played Total Annihilation so much. I never played against other people because it didn't exist to play against other people back then. But yeah, Beyond All Reason is like, I discovered it recently and I am so excited. I have recently discovered the wonders of the Beyond All Reason like competitive scene. You know, when I'm sitting there trying to feed my small human at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing things like watching other MekHQ streams and Beyond All Reason, because what else are you supposed to do with your life? But apparently they just got picked up for actual like publishing. So there's that. They will still be free to play, but they're actually being sponsored for like a single player campaign and stuff like that. Well, no matter what happened, we won. Doesn't look like we're missing anything. We actually got the dragonfly, but alas, no. Did not happen. So, McGib, if you've never heard of Beyond All Reason, did you ever play Total Annihilation? Game came out in the early 2000s. It's just Total Annihilation, but modern. It's a fan recreation and continuation of Total Annihilation, and it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And for those of you who are wondering, Michael Valentine Smith, that is a character from Stranger in a Strange Land, written by Robert A. Heinlein. Yes, and open source. And it will continue to be open source no matter what. Yep. I would argue that it is, in its current state, far better than Total Annihilation. Not because it's better necessarily, but it just feels better and has better graphics more than anything else. But yeah, so Michael Valentine Smith's primary character from Stranger in a Strange Land, written by Robert A. Heinlein, and is a very phenomenal book. The audible narration is absolutely fantastic, and I would encourage anybody who enjoys audiobooks and audible narrations to go ahead and read it, because it's pretty fantastic. Pretty great. Oh no. Okay, cool. So there's all that fun stuff. We'll grab ourselves a Phantom Prime. Everything else we can let go and confirm. Can confirm for a friend. Yes, accessibility, 100%. All right, it is 10:36. We've been streaming for a little over 2 hours. I am actually probably going to call it here for tonight. I appreciate all of you joining. I really appreciate, I can't express to you how much I appreciate all of you joining. We will be streaming again on Tuesday. So Tuesday of this week, we'll stream again at 8 p.m. We'll continue the glorious journey of the Billion Brigade against Clan Wolf, who we now have a vendetta against, because I cannot let this atrocity stand. Like I said before, if you haven't already, please follow the stream. I would really appreciate it. If you're feeling really generous, go ahead and subscribe. If you're watching this later on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it as well. You all have a wonderful night. Hang out for a few minutes if you want. We will go and we will raid another human, because we always do at the end of our stream. Show some love. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of the night, and I hope you guys have a great week. Take care, and we'll catch you next time.